Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Sorry I'm late. Apparently, just when I was about to get started on streaming, apparently the Twitch chat had a little bit of an issue. It was showing a website that I wasn't supposed to show you guys, which is my private part of my Twitch account, which is highly classified, but I'm not gonna go further into that, to be honest with you. So, how you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. My name's Marlon, and this is episode 18 of Kingdom Hearts 2. So yesterday, apparently, it was just pure obnoxiousness at its core. Something that really pissed me off yesterday. And I gotta tell you, folks, I mean, normally, like, some people would just pass on by, play music for maybe about a minute or two at the maximum during my streams, but yesterday it was just awful, folks. It lasted for more than 90 minutes, like 100 minutes. 100 minutes of copyrighted music being played, and I had to I had to put on mute, and the weather discussion had to be as long as like it's like 100 minutes. A new record, folks. It's just pure obnoxiousness at its core. I mean, you expect I tell everyone to shut up, but apparently the windows are shut, and that it's a long way for me to get down, and even so, the people were not speaking English. That's the issue. The language barrier, so that pretty much just allowed them to get away with it. That's just unfortunate, though. Very unfortunate. So, anyway, just let me turn on the lights real quick. Hold on a minute. Okay, so let's just make this quick. I've had the longest weather discussion due to the length, the longest time for me to type, and such. All right, so let's just make this quick. So let's just get this started. So let's see where we're at right now. So 16 severe thunderstorm warnings: North Carolina, Kansas, Nebraska, Colorado, Virginia, a very serious one in Nebraska, though, Maryland, and Canada. One flash flood emergency. This one in Washington, D.C., folks, and as well as Montgomery County, Maryland. Wow. Well, looks like this is very serious for those who live in the D.C. area. 24 flash flood warnings in Kentucky, Virginia, Indiana, Illinois, District of Columbia, as I said, Maryland, North Carolina, West Virginia. I think I already said Kentucky. Wow, the one in D.C. is very serious. I can't believe it. Special marine warnings in North Carolina and Wisconsin. 20 special weather statements in North Carolina, Wisconsin, Virginia, Florida, Tennessee, Illinois, Kentucky, Montana, Ohio, Mississippi, Louisiana, and there are 2 tornado warnings, but however, they're both in Canada. So I know what you're thinking, like, oh, why not go find the tornado? Okay, so folks, the thing is that Radar Omega wouldn't allow me to do such a thing because much of the data is done at the National Weather Service, which means that I fall within the U.S. Jurisdiction, and anything beyond that is unreliable, meaning that I'm not going to be able to use anything. So that means we don't need to track the tornadoes. But for those of you Canadians out there who are live, if you guys really want me to do it, I'll be able to do it. But if you're not there, oh well. I mean, even if you're not live, sorry, can't really help you. 17 non-precipitation ones, 16 extreme heat warnings, and 1 air quality alert, 16 flood warnings, and 2 red flag warnings. So let's dive deep into the Northeast. So what do we got here? Well, throughout much of the Northeast, some scattered showers, some passing showers and some passing showers throughout the greater New York City area, as you can see, as well as northern Vermont, New Hampshire, and even into central and northern parts of Maine. And there are thunderstorms in the Mid-Atlantic, so we dive deep into the Mid-Atlantic, such as Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, West Virginia. And from what it looks like, we do have a stationary front that's located throughout throughout the southern part of Pennsylvania, but going into the Chesapeake Bay Area into the Delmarva Peninsula. So basically, those guys over there, they are getting drenched right now. They're getting hit with some storms. Just south of much of the storms are located just south of the stationary front. So what do we have here? So we have a severe thunderstorm warning to the east of Washington, D.C. Plenty of flash flood warnings, though there is a flash flood emergency. I quote, emergency management reports significant flash flooding along the Sligo Creek watershed. Between 3 and 5 inches of rain have fallen. The expected rainfall rate is 1 to 2 inches in 30 minutes. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is already occurring. This is a flash flood emergency for Bethesda, Tacoma Park, Chevy Chase, Silver Spring, and Wheaton. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Seek higher ground now. Okay, so this is for real. It's a life-threatening flash flood emergency, and it's caused by thunderstorms. And emergency management has reported that. All around the District of Columbia. Yep, just outside the District of Columbia. So basically, the DC area, just in the District of Columbia, they only have flash flood warnings there, but outside, like Silver Springs, it's quite catastrophic right now. And there is an area of low pressure just south of Front Royal. We got flash flood warnings from Charlottesville down to Martinsville and Galax, Virginia, and flash flood warning just located north of Beckley. Yep, it's those times, folks. Those times. And another flash flood warning just located west of Norfolk. And it doesn't stop there, so there are flash flood warnings and flood warnings in North Carolina. There are some marine and special weather statements in the Outer Banks right now, so all of that has contributed. All that's due to thunderstorms, strong thunderstorms in the Outer Banks of North Carolina, particularly in Kitty Hawk. And from what I've noticed there is that tornado warnings have been lifted in Canada, so that's good. But the danger's not over for those up north. But also there's more trouble in the south, so North Carolina is going to be in for a long haul throughout the entirety of the stream and beyond. South Carolina, more storms are coming from northern Georgia, but for the most part, South Carolina, much of it is dry, just a little bit south of Sumter and north of Atlanta. Storms rolling by right now, pop-up thunderstorms located just to the south of the city. But earlier there were some storms that a stray thunderstorm that was located in the northern side of Atlanta. Elsewhere throughout the Peach State, thunderstorms, just about a few of them located near Savannah. Then we go down to Florida, where in the past 3 hours, storms have been present anywhere just north of the I-4 corridor, like Ocala, Daytona Beach, and south of Jacksonville, and especially outside of Tallahassee. Thunderstorms there, and there's also more of which near Lake Okeechobee, Naples, For the most part, in the most populous place in South Florida, it's quite dry for now. But in a matter of moments, that could give way to thunderstorms. But we'll see about that as time rolls around. Tennessee, passing showers and thunderstorms all throughout the state of Tennessee, from a place like Memphis, but that's long gone. Now, the storm right here is in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, and another one located in Harriman, Tennessee as well, through Knoxville, then on its way towards Johnson City, Tennessee, and Bristol as well, in the matter of moments. More special weather statements, just near Jackson, Mississippi. Showers and a few storms. It's quite rainy in the northern half of Mississippi, but it's not as widespread as those down south or in the central part of Mississippi. A few places in the southern tip of Mississippi, southern tip of Alabama, getting some thunderstorms going right now, especially in Hattiesburg. And I think I missed out on Alabama, so southern Alabama, pop of thunderstorms near Montgomery, south of Tuscaloosa and Birmingham, but north of Birmingham, some thunderstorms, especially in Huntsville. Then going to Arkansas, there are plenty of extreme heat warnings throughout much of Arkansas, plus flood warnings there east of Little Rock. It's still persistent. Louisiana, well, actually, on the southern side of Arkansas, there are some thunderstorms there. Louisiana, thunderstorms pretty much almost widespread, but they're scattered though. Quite scattered. And New Orleans, Baton Rouge, all the way to Monroe, but not much in Shreveport. Getting thunderstorms going, but it's only just those just east of Winfield, Louisiana. Alexandria, just some stray thunderstorms passing by, hit and miss there. Texas, they're getting thunderstorms, the pop-up ones on the eastern side of the Lone Star State. Western side, not much, just on the western tip near Ciudad Juarez. Then you have some flood warnings near Lufkin in Texas and Telica, I don't know how you pronounce that name, but regardless, there is a flood warning there. But much of Oklahoma, it's quite dry for the most part. More extreme heat warnings in places like eastern Kansas, much of Missouri. And we'll be dealing with this in a matter of a few minutes. I want to get to the Ohio Valley, where on the western tip of Kentucky, there are extreme heat warnings, especially near Cape Girardeau, but just on the Illinois side, and especially in the Illinois side, part of St. Louis, extreme heat warnings are present, have been issued there, and flash flood warnings are still issued throughout Illinois, but for the most part, thunderstorms are rolling across through places like southern Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, and even Kentucky. But eastern Kentucky, just some pop-up thunderstorms, but they're going to get more in a matter of a couple of minutes to almost 2 hours from now. Ohio, on the eastern side, it's quite calm. It's the calm before the storm, folks, with special weather statements. Thunderstorms have been issued, but not a severe thunderstorm warning, though. Flash flood warnings near LaPorte, Indiana. Chicago, since 3 hours ago. I mean, they've been dry, but before that, they had storms earlier this afternoon. And in the lower part of Michigan, thunderstorms are almost widespread. In the in the upper peninsula, mostly dry, pop-up showers and a few storms in some places in upper peninsula Michigan, but starting to clear up for the most part. Central Wisconsin, pop-up thunderstorms, places like Eau Claire to Green Bay, passing by near Oshkosh as well. I mean, as you can see, there is a warm front that is piercing through the lower peninsula of Michigan through Ohio, and then transitioning to a stationary front in West Virginia. Special weather statement just located off of Manitowoc, Wisconsin. Air quality alerts due to the Canadian wildfires in northeast Minnesota. flood warnings still present in the southwestern part of Minnesota, along with another flood warning located near Marshalltown, Iowa. But just a few showers coming from South Dakota in southern Minnesota, but it's only just a few showers and some passing clouds there. Iowa, not much weather going on, just some clouds and a few showers and storms, but nothing too severe for the most part. Kansas, as I said, extreme heat warnings on the eastern side, the western side, northwestern Kansas, some severe thunderstorm warnings with some hail of up to 1.5 inches in diameter, 60-mile-per-hour winds. They're damaging winds, though. And as you can see, well, thunderstorms are popping up in the past 3 hours, moving to the northeast, gathering in intensity, especially in central Nebraska, where plenty of clusters of thunderstorms, but they're all almost widespread from the center of Nebraska all the way to northern and northeastern corner of Nebraska. That's because we do have That's because we have a stationary front located from Green Bay, going through southeastern Minnesota, through Iowa, Nebraska, and then transitioning into a warm front in Wyoming and Montana. Before all that ending at the intersection between the all-clouded front and the cold front, which we'll get to in a moment. But severe thunderstorm warnings are all issued throughout central Nebraska. In South Dakota, I did say there are passing showers and a few storms in the eastern half of South Dakota as it passes by through the state into Minnesota. In North Dakota, there are some showers and a few storms coming from the west, and they're going through the central part of the state, and then some of them may be fading away. But there's still action in Williston and Bismarck. Might get some rain after all in about a couple minutes, though, even at the rate of dissipation. If that's the case, in the northern Rockies, as you can see, anywhere just to the east of the Rockies, plenty of pop-up thunderstorms are there, plus eastern Idaho and much of Wyoming, plenty of thunderstorms, showers all across the state. A special weather statement has been issued northeast of Billings, and another one near Gillette and just northeast of Sheridan. But as I said, there is a warm front that's going through northeastern Wyoming and eastern Montana. Then you have a cold front that goes through Montana, then briefly transitions into a stationary front near Butte, and then becomes a cold front after going through the surface low pressure center just southwest of Butte, and through southern Idaho and into northern Nevada. There is a red flag warning located in Rexburg, just north of Pocatello, Idaho. Then we go to Colorado, Utah, and Nevada, where there are lots of thunderstorms throughout southern half of Colorado, plus some showers in the northern half in some parts, though. There's a severe thunderstorm warning located just on the east central part of Colorado, along with a special weather statement there. All of this is due to I don't know what is going on, but this is not right. This is not logical, what I'm seeing. But regardless, folks, there are some thunderstorms there. It doesn't mean that it's that much in severity. It kind of looks like a computer glitch to me, but for those of you who live in that area, please let me know. At least if you're alive, though, if that really is true, or something's up with the computer glitch, or maybe there is something there that probably there's some festival going on that I don't even know of. Utah, storm clusters of some rain showers and storms stretch from St. George all the way to the northeastern quarter of Utah, but it's mostly dry in the northwestern part of the state with a few clouds and showers, especially on the southeastern side. And in Nevada, there are some showers and storms on the southern half of the state, especially just located outside of Vegas, though. I mean, it's only just limited to like just outside of downtown or the Vegas Strip. By the way, folks, if anyone who lives in Vegas, can you guys tell me if the One Piece Cafe is good? I mean, if I want to go to Las Vegas soon, please let me know in the chat live, just so that you guys tell me which food is good and which one is crap, or that it needs to be improved on, just so that I can have a good time eating, the One Piece Cafe, or even those in LA. How is it? I'm just putting it out there, but let's just say that I wish I had, close friends who I want to invite or be invited to in Los Angeles or even in Vegas. Not to gamble, not to meet celebrities, but to go to that One Piece Cafe. Just so that we can have a good time and then I'm able to talk One Piece with my friends, whether if they watch it or not. Back to the weather. So, what do we have here? So, we got thunderstorms on the northern side of New Mexico, plus on the western side, just a few clouds and storms from just located near Roswell. In Arizona, plenty of storms located throughout the Grand Canyon State, but sparing places like Phoenix, Yuma, and in Lake Havasu City. Go to California, where there are some spotty showers and thunderstorms from places like, let's see, where do I see? Well, just located just east of Fontana in California, just north of Julian, all the way north to just anywhere south of Lake Tahoe. Near Body, California. Elsewhere, it's quite dry. And in the Pacific Northwest, not much going on. Just a few showers throughout the past 3 hours in the northeastern part of corner of Washington State. Okay, so now let's talk about the weather. So I'm going to try to minimize this. And, well, I'm just hoping that things go well on everyone's end. Just so that we can finally get to the part. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Oh no! 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 Oh come on! Don't be like that. This is what I'm talking about, folks. This is what I'm talking about. I have to get this fixed just so that I don't, I don't know. Just so that I don't want you guys to see anything that's too private, guys. So, it wouldn't be right. Okay. Just so you know, folks, this is what's being said at the top part of the screen. It's currently overcast with a temperature of 81 degrees right now in the New York City area, but we will check with what's going on at the bigger part of the screen right now. And I'm not talking about the top one. I'm talking about the bottom left. So what do we have? So let's talk not so in depth right now. So generally you have winds that are coming from the northwest, blowing up to 20 miles an hour, but on the coastal parts of New England, winds are blowing onshore up to 25 miles per hour, especially in the Cape Cod, Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket Island, part of Massachusetts, on the Jersey Shore and Long Island, up to 20 to 25 miles per hour in some places. The good sea breeze, light variable winds in the Susquehanna River Valley of Pennsylvania down to the Delmarva Peninsula, Maryland, and northeastern Virginia. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, folks. Virginia and West Virginia, especially southern Virginia, you have winds are coming from the west, shifting towards the direction of the Washington, D.C. area. Temperatures throughout New England and upstate New York, they're in the upper 60s to mid 80s. Then you have the greater New York City area. Temperatures are in the low to mid 80s. Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware, and Washington, D.C. Temperatures are in the upper 70s to mid 80s. Virginia and West Virginia. Both Virginia's temperatures are in the mid 70s to upper 80 to mid 80s. Go to the southeast, where winds throughout much of the region, Mississippi, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, and the Carolinas. Some parts of North Carolina, winds are coming from the southwest, moving at up to 25 miles per hour in some places, wherever there are winds that are strongest. Northern North Carolina, just a little bit of lighter winds, though, and the Outer Banks, up to 30 miles an hour, down towards Savannah. Temperatures in the Carolinas, they are in the low 80s to mid 90s. Places like Alabama, Mississippi, and Georgia, and even Tennessee. Well, Tennessee temperatures are in the 80s. In Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, temperatures are in the upper 70s to the mid 90s. Now let's go down to Florida, where much of Florida you have lighter winds, converging winds, which has caused some daytime thunderstorms. Though winds in South Florida, they're most of that part of Florida, they're coming from the east, blowing it up to 25 miles per hour. In the panhandle of Florida, winds are coming on shore, blowing up to 20 miles an hour. To the northeast, all over the Sunshine State, temperatures are in the 80s to mid 90s, upper 90s. Then we go to places like Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Oklahoma. So let's start off easy. Where in Arkansas and Louisiana, winds are coming from the south-southwest, blowing towards the northeast, with some places that have higher wind speeds of up to 25 miles per hour, maybe a little less in southern Arkansas. Temperatures in Louisiana, Arkansas range from 79 in Alexandria to 97 in Little Rock. Then you have Oklahoma and Texas, where winds are coming from the Gulf, blowing towards the north. Though in Oklahoma and the panhandle of Texas, winds are blowing at up to 30 miles an hour. In western Texas, winds are also blowing to the north, but blowing a little lighter, though. In southern Texas, especially plus San Angelo and Abilene, winds blowing up to 25 to 30 miles an hour. Let's talk temperatures. So in Oklahoma, temperatures are in the 90s, especially in the panhandle. Well, pretty much the northern half of Texas, plus the western part of Texas. In the coastal part of Texas, you have temperatures that are in the 80s. Laredo at 102, though. Then you go to the Ohio Valley, where winds are blowing to the northeast, though northern Indiana, just winds going straight up north, just no more than 10 to 20 miles an hour. But the rest, in some places, though, up to 20 to 25 miles per hour, particularly in central Indiana and much of Illinois. So for the record, hold on a minute, folks. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. So, my words stand. Kentucky temperatures are in the 80s. Ohio, upper 70s to mid 80s. Mid 70s to low 80s in Indiana. 80s in Illinois. Then we go up north to Wisconsin and Michigan, where in the lower peninsula of Michigan, winds are blowing just generally to the north at up to 20 miles an hour. In the upper peninsula, coming from the north, blowing up to 20 miles per hour. And we have more obnoxious noises in the background. Hold on. Okay. Anyway, northern Wisconsin, winds are coming from the north, blowing up to 15 to 20 miles an hour, but up to 25 miles per hour on the south side, shifting winds to the east back to Lake Michigan. Winds are a little lighter in northeastern Wisconsin. Temperatures in the lower part of Michigan, they're in the 70s to mid 80s. Upper Peninsula, 60s to mid 70s. Wisconsin, 70s to low 80s. Then we go to the Dakotas and Minnesota. So let's take a look. So we have on the eastern third of each Dakota, such as North Dakota and South Dakota, plus Minnesota. We have winds that are coming from the north, blowing up to 20 miles an hour, shifting to the east though, except for southeast Minnesota. Then in the 2/3 of both Dakotas, winds are shifting to the northwest at up to 20 to 30 miles an hour in some places. Winds are very light near Grand Forks, almost variable though. Temperatures in Minnesota, they are in the upper 60s to the upper 70s. The Dakotas, overall, they are in the 70s to low 80s. Then we go down to Iowa, Missouri, Nebraska, Kansas. So what do we have here? So we have Kansas. You have winds that are blowing up to 30 miles per hour in the southern half of the state, shifting winds to the west as it approaches Nebraska, becoming lighter though, but only up to 25 to 30 miles per hour though, unlike much of Kansas. But winds that do enter Missouri, winds are shifting north, but shifting to the east as it moves to Illinois before making its way to Iowa. But in Iowa, winds are coming from the north though, just up to 10 miles an hour, spreading out its winds either west or eastward. And what do we have for Missouri? Missouri winds are up to 25 miles per hour overall throughout much of the state. Let's take a look at the temperatures for Iowa. They are in the 80s. Missouri, 80s to mid 90s. Kansas, upper 80s to mid 90s. Nebraska, temperatures are in the mid 70s to upper 80s. Then we go to the northern Rockies, I should say. Let's take a look. Generally, winds are blowing to the east in Idaho, Wyoming, and Montana, except for eastern Montana, where winds are blowing to the northwest at up to 30 to 35 miles per hour in some places, especially in the western part of Montana. Idaho, winds blowing up to 30 to 40 miles per hour, especially near Idaho Falls. Wyoming, some places up to 25 to 30 miles an hour. Temperatures, well, in the northeastern corner, winds blowing to the north-northwest up to 25 miles per hour. Let's see what we got for Montana. So Montana temperatures are in they range from 73 in Kalispell to 80 to 93 in Billings. Northern half of Idaho, temperatures are in the 70s. Southern half, 80s. Wyoming, temperatures are in the 80s. Then we go to Nevada and Idaho. Oh, and Nevada and Utah and Colorado, where winds are somewhat light and variable in the eastern half of the state. Western half, winds are coming from the west, blowing up to 25 miles per hour. Utah, winds are generally moving to the east, with some places up to 25 miles per hour, but much of Utah, the winds are generally kind of light, up to 10 miles an hour. Throughout northern half of Nevada, winds blowing to the east at up to 25 miles per hour in some places, but much of Nevada, though, it's somewhat light and variable, though. Las Vegas, winds are coming from the south, blowing up to 20 miles an hour there. Temperatures in Colorado, they range from 77 in Alamosa to 93 in Junction. Utah, temperatures are in the 80s to upper 90s. Nevada, temperatures in the northern half of the state in the 80s, southern half 90s to mid hundreds. In the desert southwest, you have the northwestern part of the state. Winds coming from the west, blowing up to 25 miles per hour, especially throughout the rest of New Mexico, where winds are blowing to the north-northeast. In some places in New Mexico, though, they're very light and variable. Temperatures there, they are in the 80s to upper 90s. 80 in Gallup to Carlsbad being 98 degrees. Arizona, you have winds are coming from the Gulf of California, but shifting winds from the south to the east. But some places, winds are up to 30 miles an hour. Other places, somewhat light and variable, though. Well, sometimes it's not always variable, though. Temperatures in the northern half of the state, they range from the upper 70s to mid 90s. Southern half, temperatures range from 70 in Alpine to 106 in Yuma. Then we go to California. Let's take a look. Well, you have California, winds are coming on shore, but some places like the Bay Area blowing up to 25 miles per hour. A few places in California blowing on the beaches, they're blowing up to 30 miles per hour, maybe close to 35. But in San Diego all the way to LA, just up to 20 miles per hour in terms of wind speed. In southeastern California, winds are northward, blowing up to 20 to 25 miles per hour. But in the Sierra Nevadas and Central Valley, California, winds are still blowing to the east, though, as winds spread out all across the valley and into the Sierra Nevadas. But they're blowing up to 20 miles an hour, though. Let's talk temperatures right now. 59 in Eureka. You got temperatures in the 90s all over the Central Valley, California. The Bay Area, temperatures are in the 90s. Temperatures are in the upper 70s to mid 80s. Then you have Southern California, where in Bakersfield it's 100 degrees, 104 in Indio, 71 in San Diego, and 82 in LA. Then we go up north to the Pacific Northwest, where winds are blowing to the east generally. But on the leeward side of the Cascades, though, some places winds are blowing up to 20 to 30 miles per hour. On the beaches of Oregon, just up to 25 to 30 miles per hour, though. Let's talk temperatures in Oregon, where they are in the mid 70s to upper 80s. Then we go to Washington State, 66 in Seattle to 88 in Yakima. Then we go talk about wind gusts. So let's talk about them in general. But keep in mind, folks, wind gusts vary. They don't, this one is not accurate. This is just an estimate, all right? The ones in the past, that's already in the books. But this is not. Why not? Because this is not yet updated. So that means so we're using computer models, and computer models don't always mean that what's out there, what's been put out there hours ago, doesn't translate to what's happening right now. So, but this is more like an estimate. So I'd say gusty winds in Maine and some parts of New England and the Adirondacks, especially parts of the Jersey Shore, up to 30 miles an hour. Also up to 30 to 40 miles an hour in the Carolinas and Georgia and Tennessee, especially in Texas and Oklahoma and the western Dakotas up to 50 miles an hour. Oh, and up to 60 miles per hour wind gusts throughout the northern Rockies, and especially in the Cascades, but some parts of the leeward side of the Cascades blowing up to 40 miles an hour, though, up to 50 in some cases, especially in the near Laredo, Texas. Now let's talk about humidity. Well, for humidity, there's plenty of humidity in the mid-Atlantic because of the storms that's been going on. Indiana too, also because of the storms up until the Great Lakes region, and especially northeastern Montana and the lower part of the Mississippi Valley in Louisiana. Okay, so now let's talk about rainfall estimates. It's not accurate, but do consult with your local National Weather Service office, or tune into local weather reports for the recorded measurements of rainfall that have actually have been accumulated in real time. So what do we got? So in the mid-Atlantic, you have rainfall estimates of up to an inch, and in the Ohio Valley up to 2 inches of rain in some places. Louisiana also up to an inch. And then we go to the central Mississippi Valley and the Great Lakes region, Great Plains region, just up to 2 to 3 inches of rain in some places, especially in the parts of the Dakotas too. Hold on a minute, folks. I'm hearing the background music. Never mind. I thought I heard one. Okay, so now let's transition to what's going on with the upper level winds. So let's see what we got. So we do have a flat ridge located over the northern plains, and a flat trough over the northern Rockies, and a tiny trough over the Great Lakes region, southern part of the Great Lakes region. A large ridge, a large upper level high sitting over the southeast right now, and a small upper level low located over Southern California, which means that there are some storms in parts of the Ohio Valley, the Mid-Atlantic, and as well as the northern Rockies. Of course, the South always deals with storms, though. I mean, you really, truly remember, right, guys? Now, let's talk about tomorrow night, which is Sunday night. So we got a trough located over the Great Plains region, a trough over just north of New England, and another trough over the Pacific Northwest, which means that there's going to be plenty of wet weather, some storms in parts of the Pacific Northwest, the northern Rockies, and also parts of the Northeast will get some storms going as well. And parts of the Great Basin will also get some wet weather too, maybe even parts of the desert Southwest, but we'll see about that. Now, what about Monday night? So by Monday night, there's going to be a big ridge that's going to be located over the Great Plains, and it's wide. There's going to be a trough over the Pacific Northwest, and another trough, but that's going to be just to the northeast of Maine, which means that there's going to be a lot of wet weather, some storms throughout the northern Rockies, the Great Basin, parts of the desert Southwest, and even a little bit in the Dakotas. And of course, typical storms in the South, but what else, right? I mean, because after all, it's summer, so what can you do in the South? It's kind of feels like closest thing to the tropics, because it usually rains every day, which explains why I don't bother going to Florida during the hurricane season. That's a top, but I digress. So finally, we have for Tuesday night a big upper level high located over the central Mississippi Valley, which translates to a large ridge over the central part of the United States. And there is a trough over just to the north of the northern Rockies, north of Montana, which means, and another trough just located off of Northern California, which means that there could be some storms from parts of California all the way to the northern plains and the Dakotas, northern half of the Great Plains also as well, all the way to the upper Mississippi Valley. So this is going to be crazy, right? And maybe even some storms in the southern plains in Texas. Okay, so now before we do that, I do want to talk about the tropics. I mean, I did say yesterday that there's no chance of development within the next 7 days yesterday. But today, turns out there is something going on that forecasters at the National Hurricane Center had just picked up, just after I finished streaming. So, this one has a 10% chance of developing within the next 48 hours, since 1:26 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Within the next 7 days, just 20% chance of development. And right now, it is located right between South America and Africa. So according to this, a tropical wave interacting with a broad area of low pressure is producing disorganized showers and thunderstorms more than 900 miles west-southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands. Environmental conditions appear marginally conducive for gradual development of this system during the next few days as it moves westward to west-northwestward around 10 miles per hour. By the middle of next week, environmental conditions are forecast to become unfavorable for further development. Now, let's see if that's correct or not. I mean, I could try to make that up to 7 days, if I may. Let me just transition to here, go to the North Atlantic, and start from here. Right here is the best bet. Okay, so according to this, it starts off located at about 36 to 37 west and around 9 north. Okay. North 7. Yeah, right around. Nope. Yeah, right around here, guys. Right around here. I mean, I know that's way low, and it looks like as though it wants to head towards the Windward Islands. So let's see what we got. So using the GFS models. So let's just create a 24-hour interval. So this is today. Not much is going on. Tomorrow night, not much. I know you guys can't see. Monday night, not much. Not even Tuesday night. Wednesday night, not a chance. Maybe, just a little bump though. Thursday night maybe, but I doubt that. By Friday night, it could be some bump. Yeah, there could be some bump, which could indicate a weakening of winds aloft, which could translate that to maybe a chance of development, but I highly doubt that. And then finally, in about exactly a week from now, it doesn't really look like as though there is a chance for development. I mean, I don't see that happening. Then we go to now we use the European model, so let's do that. I mean, I could look at different models if I could, but sometimes it doesn't really go further into like up to a week. If I say so myself, I don't know. Okay, so this is what we're starting with right around now. Some bump right there. And then we move to 24 hours from now. Not much going on. I mean, there are weaker winds there, which means that there is a chance for development, but not much. For Monday night, I mean, I'm starting to see some counterclockwise flow, which means there could be development just off the Windward Islands or the Lesser Antilles. By Tuesday night, that could be a thing. Wednesday night, it doesn't look like as though that. It looks like the momentum has collapsed. For development of this next system that could be Dexter. By Thursday night, yep, it doesn't look like as though it's going to be healthy. Friday night, yeah, I just don't see that happening. Yeah, I mean, this is. So by Saturday night, that's it. I mean, there could be something, in terms of the circulation you guys just saw. I think I can hear background music. Hold on a minute, folks. All right, folks. Sorry about that. I'm back. I mean, I could use this just to create a highlight. Just to give myself or other people a tutorial using my judgment to see if there's going to be any hurricane formation. But just so you know, this is just way too early in the game. All right, way too early in the game. And what happens is that when you're like too early in the game, it just means that you're going to get your predictions wrong. I mean, if you do that every day, if you check up on that every day, you could well, I wouldn't say correct yourself, but more like you just do some comparison and contrasting from what you said yesterday, and that based on what the models are telling you, because of the updates they make, well, it just means that the whole scenario has changed. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. I mean, it looks like I may not be able to. It looks like I'm not going to be able to make that a highlight for today. Oh well. Alright, so enough of this. So let's just head on to the 3-day forecast. I feel like as though I've wasted too much of your time doing this, guys, so I'll make it snappy as I can. Yeah, I've talked a lot about weather. Let me just see. Well, this is the 3-day forecast. This is what we usually do. Plenty of warm lows throughout the South and Mid-Atlantic and parts of the desert Southwest. Chilly temperatures in the Rockies, Cascades, and especially in the northwestern part of the Great Lakes region. Then we move on to tomorrow night, where there's going to be a lot of heat all across the South, the Great Plains, in the Mid-Atlantic, and the desert Southwest, California, Great Basin too. And what do we got here? So I just want to make sure that everything's fine on my end and everyone else's end. Let's see what we got for tomorrow mornings. No. For Monday morning, we do have warm lows throughout the southeast, lower Mississippi Valley, mid-Atlantic, and even parts of the desert southwest. Plenty of chilly temperatures in the Cascades and some parts of the Rockies and northern New England. Sorry about that. By Monday night, there's going to be a lot of heat throughout the South, the Great Plains, Southwest, much of California, parts of the Great Basin, chilly temperatures in the northern Rockies, and even parts of northern Maine and even New Hampshire, some parts of New Hampshire, I should say. Then on by Tuesday morning, warm lows in the southeast, desert southwest, and maybe a little bit in the northern plains. Chilly temperatures, very chilly temperatures in the northern Rockies. And finally, by Tuesday night, there's going to be a lot of hot weather in the south and the Great Plains region, especially parts of the desert southwest and parts of California and parts of the desert and parts of the Great Basin too. Oh, and it's going to be super chilly in northwestern Montana. Anybody up for skiing? Oh, wait. There's barely a chance of snow. But who knows? Alright, so now let's talk about humidity. So what do we got for humidity? We got plenty of humidity anywhere east of the Rockies. Just a little less in northern Minnesota, northern Wisconsin, and the upper peninsula of Michigan. A little bit in some parts of New Mexico. Go to tomorrow night where... Boom! Just crash! I'm kidding. Don't crash, please. I mean, I know it's not funny, but sometimes, it's trying to make it humor without making it too... without having, like, that to be the real thing, Let's talk about the Eastern Rockies, where it's going to be a lot of humidity there, and a little bit of humidity in southern Arizona, and just a little bit in some parts of the West Coast. By Monday morning, anywhere east of the Rockies, plenty of humidity, except for northern New England, though there could be some humidity in the desert southwest. Monday night, humidity only limited to the central third of the country, the southeast, mid-Atlantic, Ohio Valley, and parts of the west coast, particularly from just north of the Bay Area of San Francisco, all the way to Seattle and Vancouver. By Tuesday morning, humidity only limited to the central third of the country, plus the southeast and the mid-Atlantic and the Ohio Valley, and even parts of Arizona. And a little bit offshore in Southern California, only in the coastal parts. Finally, on Tuesday night, humidity is only limited to the Mississippi Valley, parts of the Great Plains, the southeast, Mid-Atlantic, the Ohio Valley, and even parts of the desert southwest, and some parts of the west coast. Let's talk about Cape. Let's talk about Cape, everybody. Ooh. Cape is something that we gotta talk about, because that's the one part that you need, or rather, one of the most important things that would lead to severe weather. Shear, lift, instability, moisture. And this is the lift. Okay, so what do we got here? So we got plenty of Cape convection throughout the Gulf Coast and parts of the Carolinas, the Ohio Valley, central Great Plains, on the front range of the Northern Rockies, all the way down to Colorado, and just a little bit of Cape in parts of the Northeast. Let's talk about tomorrow night, and there's a lot of Cape in the central Great Plains and the central Mississippi Valley, some parts of the southeast and the Gulf Coast too. Just a little bit of Cape in the coastal part of the northeast and parts of Texas too. Not really finally. Almost had you. Not really. But Monday morning, Gulf Coast and Carolina coasts and even parts of Florida will get some convection going, plus a lot of convection in the northern half of much of the Great Plains, I should say, for Monday morning. Then by Monday night, look at this. There is a lot of convection in the Great Plains. Anybody excited? No. Uh, I don't know, folks. This is just so silly of me to emphasize all of this. Though in parts of the Gulf Coast and the Carolinas, Cape is abundant, but in between, some Cape is still there, but not as much as in the Great Plains and in the Gulf Coast and the southeastern coast as well. Now we go to talk about Tuesday morning. There are lots of Cape in the Gulf and Carolina coasts, especially in the Great Plains. And what about finally on Tuesday night? In the Gulf Coast, oh, sorry about that, folks. I thought I thought I thought I heard something. Tuesday night, all I can say is, folks, is that there is a lot of convection that's going to occur throughout the Great Plains and the upper Mississippi Valley, and just a little bit along the eastern half of the Gulf Coast, all the way to parts of the Carolinas. This is something that I am not looking forward to because there's just severe weather. But as a meteorologist, let's see what's going to happen at that time. Sorry, folks. I thought I had. I thought I was going to do well with the whole making reels, for the socials, but it turns out I was wrong. It kind of fell flat. Let's talk about radar. Let's talk about precipitation. So what do we have for tomorrow morning? Tomorrow morning there are going to be some cloud showers and storms in the northeast, parts of the south, and in the Ohio Valley, plus the mid-Mississippi Valley. Storms are going to be there, especially some storms in the northern Rockies, a few clouds and showers in the Pacific Northwest, and even offshore, some stray clouds and showers in some parts of the West Coast. Tomorrow night, plenty of storms throughout the Northeast, the Ohio Valley, the mid-Mississippi Valley, going up towards parts of the Northern Plains and upper Mississippi Valley. Scattered some few spotty showers, clouds, and storms throughout much of the South. Plenty of storms in the desert Southwest, Colorado Rockies, parts of the Great Basin, especially in the Northern Rockies and parts of the Pacific Northwest. Now, what about... what was it again? Oh, yeah, that's for Monday morning. So by Monday morning, there's going to be a lot of storms that will linger around throughout the Mid-Atlantic, the Ohio Valley, mid-Mississippi Valley, scatter a few clouds, showers, and storms throughout the South. Remaining ones located in some parts of New England. Oh, yeah, and there's going to be storms, all right, in the Northern Plains, especially in the Northern Rockies, Bitterroot Mountains, and parts of the Pacific Northwest. Stray clouds and showers in parts of the West Coast. Oh, and there's just some clouds and showers and a few storms in the parts of the desert Southwest and parts of the Great Basin. Not really. Unless if you guys want the rain. Maybe it could be beneficial for planting trees, for growing crops, or just hoping that you guys can get some rain. After all, some places need the rain. Other places, that's the last thing that they would ever need because of the torment they had to put themselves through. Just so that they can live their lives without having much rain to deal with, if you know what I mean. So, hold on a minute, folks. Okay, so what do we have for Monday night? Monday night, there are storms in the Mid-Atlantic, parts of the Ohio Valley, some storms in some parts of the South, a lot of storms from New Mexico up all along the Rockies, all the way to Montana, Western Plains, and some parts of the Northern Plains. Storms will occur there. Some few cloud showers and storms in the Great Basin, the leeward side of the Cascades, and parts of the Sierra Nevadas. Now, let's talk about Tuesday morning. So what do we got for Tuesday morning? By Tuesday morning, there's going to be some cloud showers and storms throughout much of the South. A lot of storms in the Great Plains. Some cloud showers and a few storms in the Rockies, parts of the Great Basin, and parts of the desert Southwest. Stray showers and clouds, parts of the West Coast. Finally, by Tuesday night, it looks like we got ourselves some more storms in the Southeast. But it's a little more intense than usual. Considering that in the past few days, I mean, sure, there were some storms, but this one could be, well, not highly significant, but more like just enough to cause a lot more trouble for those down south. More storms plaguing through the Northern Plains, upper Mississippi Valley, and especially throughout New Mexico, all along the Rocky Mountains, especially the Bitterroot Mountains, leeward side of the Cascades as well, and even parts of the desert Southwest and parts of the Great Basin. Get some cloud showers and a few storms there. Okay, folks, now we can finally get back to where we need to be, and that is gaming. Now, I love the weather. I love talking about the weather to you guys, but this is also half weather and half gaming. That's what we're here for. Okay, so now I'm gonna transition to Kingdom Hearts 2, and let's get ready to do this, folks. Here we go. Hold on a minute, folks. Just give me a few minutes just for me to get settled on this. Oh, but let's not forget that I gotta fix up on some things. Let me remove this because this is in the way, and I gotta... Let me see, limousine. I don't know why, but it's just so funny. Let me go here, add source, put it on the lower right part of here we go. Yeah, let's just put it right there. Yeah, I'm gonna temporarily get rid of Radar Omega, because sometimes you guys don't see it, but I will show it to you guys. I mean, this is a temporary thing, guys. All right, don't get upset if you guys are used to this. Whoops. Okay, yeah, just fixing everything up. It shouldn't take no more than a minute. Okay, so now we got it. Okay, so right now, let me go transition and just change the HDMI channel on my end, as well as setting up the chat for myself. Okay, here we go. Give me a moment, folks. Give me a moment. Ugh, it's not what I wanted to do. Ugh, not what I wanted to do. Okay, let me just go here, get started, guys. Okay, so for those of you just tuning in, welcome to the stream. I know you guys were expecting me to play Kingdom Hearts 2, but this is also a weather channel on Twitch, so that's what you guys are getting right now. Oh, look at that. I still can't even feature you guys, the chat. Oh well, that's just the way it is. Let's load the game and continue where we left off. So we're still at Port Royal. You're... Curse. I've seen cursed pirates before, but... Yeah. Yeah, so basically we are... We're trying to pick up where we left off. Goofy! So we have to go back to town, guys. So yeah, screw Organization 13. They can go fuck a dick. Let's go back to Port Royal right now. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, god damn. We got heartless assholes to deal with. Yeah, but we're still... We still need to beat the Heartless. Yeah, let's go beat that asshole, guys. We're not gonna let that prick win. Okay, it says return the medallions to the chest by using magic to collect. I want to beat this guy. Ah, dick! Yeah, basically... Yeah, now I gotta defeat that boss right now. Dick. Yeah, I like to fight, manually and not have to rely on magic, and only can use magic whenever it's necessary. But in terms of me curing myself, I'd rather fight, physically without using much magic. And I can only use magic for cure, but on rare occasions I can use magic. Only whenever it's necessary, actually. I've stolen your health. Now eat my shit. Okay. Ah, come on. Oh boy. They stole the money! Damn it. Damn it. Ah. Fuck. Yeah, I can't use much of my magic. Yeah, oh man. I'm in the path. Looks like Donald is down. Dick. Okay, now we're gonna teach that asshole a lesson. Let's go, let's take the gold, take the gold, take the gold, take the gold. Shit. Ah, damn it. Heartless is stealing the medallion. Let's teach him a lesson, you guys. Damn it. Yeah, more background music. How hilarious. Yeah, I can't do anything. Man, I feel like as though I'm not making progress. I gotta get the gold, get the gold, get the gold, get the gold, get the gold. You're going down, motherfucker. Yeah, we need to pulverize you. Piece of shit. You're going down, motherfucker. Appears as though that I haven't. Take down that motherfucker at all costs. He needs to be taken down at all costs. Cunt. Come on. Giving everything I got. Even that is not enough. Alright. I gotta get that. Excellent. Let me get that. Let me get that. So far, I am not making any progress so far. Yeah, I'm not using magic. I tried magic and lock on to the enemy, but it's not working. Drive doesn't work. You're going down. Need to be taken down. Take that, bitch. Click, 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 click. Let's go! Make sure no... Let's corner the motherfucker. No gold for you, bitch! You're only dealing with me, not the... Oh, man! Gotta keep him away from the gold. Stay away from the gold, bitch. No gold digging bitches. I'm gonna... Once I'm finished with you, there'll be no more gold digging bitches. Won't let you gold digging bitches. No, you don't. No, you don't, you gold digging bitch. Get away. Get away from the goal. Get away from the goal. Get away from that gold, you bitch. Don't you dare. Ah! Yeah, we gotta take that gold away. Get the gold, get the gold, get the gold, get the gold. Ah! Damn it. Get... Damn it. Yeah, we got a long way to go to take that gold back. Dodge every attack, guys. Oh, two of them are down. Ah. Man, can't get through. You won't win. Shit. Thanks. Nothing much I can do at that point. Damn it. I'm going nowhere, you guys. Ah. I don't have enough magic points. I don't have enough items with me. Okay. He's back. He's back online, guys. Yeah, come on, come on, come on. So this episode will only be limited to... Okay. Apparently he's not sucking gold right now. Ugh, I can't move out. Need to get more magic points. In case if I'm out of magic. He's down. Damn it. Damn it. Come on. Can't escape. What are you doing, dude? Dude, all hope is lost for me. Yeah, it's just ridiculous that it's not sucking all the gold. Bullshit. I can't even do anything at this point. There's no breakthrough in anything. It's like both of them are down. Well, Donald's back up, but it doesn't really mean that all the gold has been... There we go! Take the gold! Let's do this! Let's beat his ass right now. Let's finish him! Yeah, we got a lot of work to do, guys. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do, you guys. I know, we're playing Ring Around the Rosie right now. Stealing the gold! Take this. Take... You're going down, you swine. You fucking swine. Ah, damn it. I didn't do any. Oh, come on. Run. Still back to its old ways, huh? Ah, damn it! Take the. I'll teach you a lesson, piece of shit. Hurry. Take the gold. Take the gold. Take it. Put it back. Now I need more magic. Damn it. Take it. Now we need more. Stay away from his attacks. Ah, unfortunately it was unavoidable. Stay away from his attacks. He's taking the gold, take it. Take it. Finish him! Kill him! Kill him now! I'll kill you and finish you off. I'm not done with you, piece of shit. I'm not done with you, you cunt. Finally, yes! We did it, guys, we did it! Hooray! 7:35 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Welcome to the stream for those of you just sitting in. My name is Marlon, and this is episode 18 of Kingdom Hearts 2. Are you guys having a good day? Hope you guys having a better days ahead or whatever. Alright, looks like Jack is back. It's very inefficient. Alright, we got it. We got the secret answer report 6. Well, looks like the chest is now dropped into the ocean. Nah, he's a pirate. Once a pirate, always a pirate. I mean, he could try, but there's just no way that it'll trust him. Yeah, truth is. Well, you see, it doesn't really work that way, dude. You have to earn it. You have to have a good heart. Well, yeah, right. There's just no way. Just no way. Well, that's the end of Port Royal, you guys. GG, everybody. Lifting the curse. Alright, that's been cleared. Cloudy and fuzzy. Something's up, guys. Ancient highway. Of course, there's Agrabah. Halloween Town. We never really got a chance to head over to, Pride Lands. There's Atlantica, but there's always a time and place for that. But to be honest, I'm not really in the mood. Level 36, 35, 34. I don't know if, yeah, there is no next objective, you guys, at the castle. Hollow Bastion, not a next objective. Beast's Castle, too easy. Land of Dragons, too easy. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Nothing there. Nope. Let's just head over to... Yeah, there's nothing in Twilight Town. Castle's in danger, not a chance. Yeah, I feel uncomfortable, with my leg, folks. Yeah, in Hollow Bastion, we gotta head over to Merlin's house and investigate the Cavern of Remembrance. Let's go to Merlin's house real quick. Hey, Merlin! I don't know if I've gotten so far, folks, but... Hold on, let me... Just give me a minute, folks. I need to turn off the AC. It's getting too cold. damn, I dropped the remote. No. Okay, whatever. No. Let's go to... Yeah, let's go to this save point right now. No, that's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. Save. Commands. It's an adult joke, guys. You... Of course you don't know me. I guess there's nothing... Oh, well, there are 2 chests that we have yet to open. AP Boost, Mithril Stone. Let's go back to the book. This one's a mystery. Ooh. Wednesday? Don't you mean Wednesday? Oh, well, it's very windy. And that Let's go Piglet. Let's go say Piglet. Where's the wind coming from? There we go, the daylight puzzle. The defense boost. Amazing. Mithril gem. Another AP boost. I wonder how did Sora do that? Yeah, we're friends, dude. We'll get his memory back. Oh, not again. Off he goes, Piglet. How is it fun, dude? Poof falls off. Keep an eye on the clock. I did it. Press it, you guys. Yep. Come on, dude. He'll catch you. Hey, he caught him. Come on, Sora. Yeah. Whew. That was nice. I don't know if we can re-enter the book again. Got the next step. Let's save again. Got 3658 monies. Off we go. Yep, we're in the vegetable patch. And looks like Pooh is flying the balloon. Oh, oh boy. Yep. Off the balloon goes Eeyore. Yeah, I mean, there's no fun, in not helping. Dude, put on some pants! Alright. Rabbit's house. Cabbage. Oh, look, it's Rabbit. Well, and you said we wouldn't get it. Yeah, it belongs to Rabbit. Oh shit. Oh shit, he's in trouble now. What is wrong with it? Oh, dude. Even that was not enough to bring all those memories back. Oh boy. Okay, Honey Slider. Say head for the finish line, but look for obstacles. Press the triangle button after hitting an obstacle to rescue Pooh. Or Pooh will continue to lose health. Press and hold the square button to move left and right quickly. The game is over. Pooh has ran out of HP. Go for help Sora with an obstacle one at a time. Oh boy. Letters! This is where it's gonna get really rough. Oh, dude! No problem. We'll get to that in just a moment. Yeah, York. Shit. Fuck. Not enough. Of course, the same mistake he always makes. Hey, remembers his name. Oh, don't get cocky, dude. I mean, because you haven't been here for too long. That's exactly why. Well, folks, I realize that it is 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. As much as I want to continue playing this, but however, it has occurred to me that my time playing Kingdom Hearts is up. I mean, of course, I am going to get back here, but so far, yeah, I'm afraid that I still need to look for more pages, though. But we'll just save right here for now. Alright? Anyway, I'll just transfer back to Radar Omega, but first, just need to get out of this game. Back to the title screen. Alright, so now let's just pull back. First things first, I need to change the HDMI port on my end. Okay, let me just head over to Radar Omega right now, and we'll get to the weather topic of the day momentarily. But first, I need to get rid of some important things right about now. So let's see what we got. So remember, folks, never spam, never do something ridiculous by promoting me to some, hey, just click this link and you'll get more follows. That's a scam, guys. That's a total scam. You know what I'm saying? It's a total scam. Of course, the weather topic of the day. Get to it right about now, but just need a moment, folks. Just truly need a moment. So for those of you who are just tuning in, I'm deeply sorry. I'm about to end the stream in a few minutes. Just need to pull up the weather topic of the day, which I usually save on my phone. Okay, the weather topic of the day is what are the types of occluded fronts? There are two types of occluded fronts. Cold occluded... Oh, I just keep on stammering, you guys. There are two primary types of occluded fronts. Cold occlusions and warm occlusions. They differ in how the air masses interact and are classified based on whether the air behind the cold front is colder or warmer than the air ahead of the warm front it overtakes. Now, I wish I can go further into depth about the difference between occluded front. Or better yet, maybe I can just say it in my own words. There are two types. Okay, just making sure no background noise is there. There are two types of occluded fronts: warm occluded fronts and cold occluded fronts. Cold occluded fronts occur when the air behind the cold front is colder than the air ahead of the warm front, and an warm occluded front occurs when the air behind the cold front is warmer than the air ahead of the warm front. I think the first one is better. All right. Yeah. Anyway, here's my final take. I'm only doing this just to create reels for my socials, so this could take about an extra minute. But it won't take long, though. There are two types of occluded fronts: cold occlusions and warm occlusions. Cold occlusions occur when the air behind the cold front is colder than the air ahead of the warm front. The cold air mass from the cold front moves in and undercuts both the warm air mass and the colder air mass ahead of the warm front. The weather is a mixture of both warm and cold front conditions. And a warm occlusion occurs when the air behind the cold front is warmer than the air ahead of the warm front. The colder air mass ahead of the warm front stays at the surface, forcing the cold air mass behind the cold front to rise up over it. The warm air mass is lifted, and the weather is typically a combination of warm and cold front conditions, potentially with severe weather if the air aloft is unstable. Okay, so that's it for the weather topic of the day. Hope you guys are having a good day. Yeah, I keep on stammering, you guys. Because it's just that I have to go to the bathroom. And since I'm ending the stream, I gotta leave it there. For tomorrow, I will continue with Kingdom Hearts plus the national weather discussion. Same time, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's it usually when I stream. But let's just say for now I am going to rest up. And tomorrow I got some stuff to do. But maybe there's a chance that I could be streaming. Maybe from 11 to 1 p.m. or maybe right around 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for only the national weather discussion. Hold on a minute, folks. Alright, so anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, that's all I got, folks. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 6 to 8 p.m. If I feel like it, there's a chance that maybe doing the national weather discussion a little earlier, like probably 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, but only for about an hour. But until then, hit me with a follow, turn on the notifications, just so that you guys know when I'll be streaming the next time, whether if I'll be streaming at 1 or 2 p.m. or 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which will be tomorrow. But until then, peace out, everybody. Stay safe out there. For those of you, well, no matter the weather conditions. Anyway, peace out, everybody. Love you all. Signing out.